Earlier this week, I walked into the kitchen to get a snack when I noticed this disgusting shit peeling out from our sink, which now I have to address. Just add it to the list of stuff that the previous owners did that makes absolutely no sense.
So, a couple of days ago, I was standing in the kitchen when all of a sudden I noticed this horrendous piece of rubbery material that was coming out from the sink. And it turns out that it is the caulk that seals between the sink and the countertop, which is essential in making sure that you don't grow mold in that area. And ours is coming apart. So technically this means that we are back for another segment of something that I like to call, why the f would you do that? Where I walk around the house and I find things that the previous owners did that make absolutely no sense. And I ask myself, why the f would you do that? Like seriously, why the f would you do that? And today it is going to be this horrible caulking job that they did that is now got to be torn out because I'm pretty sure there's mold in there. We got to take care of that. But first I got to go get some supplies. I have a lot of it already, but there are some things that I, like odds and ends that I still have to go get. So let's go do that.
So the first thing that I grabbed were these caulk stopper things so that the tube wouldn't dry out when I was done. And then I grabbed this 6-in-1 paint scraping tool to try and get excess out. And believe it or not, I don't own a utility knife, which I'm gonna need. So I got one of those.
We are back with our supplies. Now, I would like to preface for some of you guys, since a lot of you now these days are new here. Hi, welcome to the channel. I feel the need to preface to you guys that I am not a contractor. I am not a professional by any means, and I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing. I offer these videos for entertainment purposes. You can learn things, usually just by watching what not to do, but I guess I should tell you guys to not try any of this at home because I don't actually know what the I'm doing, but I'm gonna figure it out. Oh, there's blades right there. Kind of figured, I don't know. I felt like they came with them, but still, I don't know. Aha. So I have very specifically put off yanking this out, which has been very difficult for me not to do. It's kind of like when you can't pop a zit and you really want to. I've had to have a lot of restraint with this until now. Let's rip it out. Tim was baking cookies here, so I gotta move the cookies real quick. Oh. Ew. Oh my God. Okay, for those of you that don't know, this is not supposed to come out in one strip like this, which means they did a horrible job applying this and attempting to rip this. Okay, first piece broken. It's supposed to look more like that, but it looks like that. Okay, so this is where we're gonna go in with this utility knife here and try and scrape out the rest of the caulk. I feel like there's like none. Oh, the caulk starts right here. Okay. The caulk starts right here, but I started tearing right here, which means that there is no caulk in here at all. So that means we definitely have to spray for mold. I'm trying to be careful to remove just the old caulk and not any of the glue that's holding the sink. Okay, update. It's not caulked right here either. So at this point, I feel like I've removed everything that I can with that knife. And I'm gonna go in with this 6-in-1. It's a painter's tool, but I'm gonna use this hook, see if I can't scrape out any excess that's in there. Okay, it would seem as though I managed to get all of it out. So at this point, originally I was planning on going in with isopropyl alcohol and just like squirting into the crevices because that kills bacteria. But now that I'm seeing that it is most likely mold that is growing in between the sink and the countertop and just really get it in those crevices. I'm just gonna go in with the mold killer only because it has a bleach in it. I'm not going to put isopropyl alcohol in here because if you were to mix isopropyl alcohol and bleach together, you'd get chloroform, which is a very toxic gas. So I'm not gonna do that. I actually kind of have a funny story for you guys. Okay, we're interrupting for story time here because I have just remembered something that I blocked out of my brain that I forgot happened just up until now. So we all have those roommate stories, the ones where you're just like, even if your roommate's great and there's just like some moments where you're like, now this is one of those moments. And now, you guys, I encourage you to comment down below if anyone has any like crazy roommate stories. I love this shit. Please share, let us know. I want to know what kinds of insanity you have lived with in your lifetime. Okay, so back to the story. So my old roommate was great. She just made one kind of dumb human error. So one time, her dog had an accident on her carpet in her room and she was like, I really want to clean out this carpet. You know, there's a stain, I can't quite get the smell out. I've tried scrubbing it, like doing all these things. She's like, I'm just gonna get like a carpet cleaner and like see if I can really get in there. And I was like, okay. So she got the cleaner and when she went to start on it, I was like, hey, I'm gonna go to the park with Tim and the dogs. And about an hour into me being at the park, I get a text message from her and she's like, I'm feeling a little lightheaded. And I was like, okay. And I didn't think anything of it for like a couple seconds. And then it clicked and I was like, what did you clean the carpets with? And she was like, oh, I didn't like really mix anything bad. She's like, I just put in hot water into the canister and then I put in white vinegar. And I was like, okay, like nothing wrong with that. And then she was like, yeah, and then I added a little bit of bleach because I wanted to make sure that I really got the stains out. And I was like, so I called her immediately and I was like, open all of the windows, get your dog and leave. And she was like, why? And I was like, because you just made chlorine gas, that's why, which is a toxic gas. It can kill you. She like packed up her dog and she left. And long story short, they totally ended up fine. No one went to the hospital. I feel like the funniest part of this story though is the fact that I failed high school chemistry. Like not like lightly failed, like I failed. Like I got like a 30% in the class. But at least I know not to make chlorine gas or chloroform. Don't mix household chemicals. Don't ever do it. It's a bad idea. So anyways, back to fixing the sink and not making toxic gas. So I'm gonna take this mold and mildew killer remover and I'm going to spray it really well inside of these crevices and just let it do its thing and kill it. Okay, now I'm just gonna go in with an old firm toothbrush and just kind of scrub that. All right, I don't know if you guys can see this, but what's coming out presumably looks like bits of mold that were in here. So I'm really glad that I'm doing this. I ended up leaving this to dry for like an hour or two. You're not gonna come in and just correct me?
You mean all night?
So I left this all night to dry because it got late by the time I was done stripping this and doing all this stuff. Also, I was trying to give it more of an opportunity to dry out a little better because I wanted to make sure that there was no liquid in those crevices at all. So now I get to seal it. This is the stuff that I got. It is 100% silicone, which is apparently very important. And it's for kitchen and bath projects. So it is for actually, hold please. I got something in my eye. My contact lens really hurts. How long have you been standing there?
What?
You turned the camera on while I was gone? Is it just
You've been recording this whole time?
Is it? No, you just turned it on. You've just been standing here eating?
Yeah, I was eating snacks. Okay, fine.
So we gotta snip part of this off. Honey, yeah, I did. Can you fix this?
What do you need?
It's not squeezing. Boop. Thank you. Okay, so now that I fixed it.
This week on Tim Does Things Rose Can't Figure Out How to Do.
That's not a segment.
Tim's reservation. To whoever left the comment that Tim's reservations should be a thing where I call and make reservations for other introverts who don't want to make reservations, I got you.
You don't even call the Chinese place
No, I don't.
when we want takeout. You make me do it.
I make her call him.
He's not capable of doing that.
I am
He can't even do it for himself. Every year, millions of extroverts are forced to talk to store employees and call restaurants for takeout orders because their introvert boyfriend is too uncomfortable to do it. Extroverts need your support. Every dollar you donate goes towards getting a prosthetic for introverts so they can have a leg to f***ing stand on. Thank you.
I am capable. I choose not to.
Now I'm just gonna squeeze this into the cracks, and once again, I am not a professional contractor. I'm just gonna do the best that I can. So there are smoothing tools that you can use, apparently, to smooth this out. And I know that I watched some videos online of people saying, like, don't use your finger, all of this stuff. Only problem is that I don't give a f***. I'm just gonna go in and use my finger because it's the tool that I have, and I feel like it works the best. Oh well. All right, I'm not seeing any areas where there's holes, so it looks like I've filled all of the gaps, which is the important thing so that we don't get any mold. Now I just gotta sit here and wait for 30 minutes, and then we'll come back to this. So it ended up taking longer than the 30 minutes I was initially anticipating, because that's what it said on the bottle. So I ended up just walking away from it and forgetting about it, because after the 30 minutes it was still tacky. But it's dry now. So now I have to clean out the sink so I can see what the full finished thing looks like. But in the meantime, there's some stuff that I actually want to share with you guys. So I'll start with the bad news first. This week I am going to be out of town, which means that obviously I'm not going to be able to work on any household projects here. So there is not going to be a Rose renovations video. But the good news is that Tim is not coming with me. I mean, it sucks for me, but it's good for you guys because it means that next week you are going to get a Tim's reservations video. He's not going to be like calling to make reservations for introverts that can't do it. He is going to be choosing any household project, and he's going to record himself doing whatever it is he's chosen, and for whatever suspicious reasons refuses to tell me what it is. And then I'm going to edit it and post it, and then that means that you guys get not a Rose renovations video, but a Tim's reservations video, which is a first of its kind. I don't know how I feel about that. Also, in a couple of weeks, Tim and I are actually planning on doing our very first Q&A video where we sit down and answer questions that you guys have for us. There are some that you guys have posted in the comment section, like how we met and a series of other things that I have not answered intentionally because I wanted to do this video. If you want to comment down below any questions that you have for Tim and I for that Q&A video that's coming out in a couple of weeks, comment it and then we'll put it in the video and hopefully get to your question and answer it. Even though the household projects that I had initially planned on doing this week got put on the back burner, I am glad that I have finally addressed this sink issue. After doing it, I'm realizing how much of the sink was actually not protected from water, so I'm feeling a lot better now. If you're interested in videos like the one you're watching now, then this video here might be worth a watch.